All right, I believe we are live. So, hello everyone. I hope everyone is having a great marathon so far. We had Megaman, and yeah, we did have Megaman Dolls, which is indeed a game. It's very interesting, I must say. But anyway, I'll be running Megaman 8, and I hope I can do a good run because this game can be a little bit tricky sometimes. So let's go. The timing starts when I go to game start. So let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. So first things first. This game kind of follows the Mega Man 7 and the Mega Man X rule of having an intro stage. And yeah, the intro stage is very short, and there isn't much to talk about other than the main mechanics of the game, which, if you're familiar with Mega Man, we have sliding. Sliding is still a thing in this game, although it's a little bit slower than it is in the previous games. And in this game, we also have the strongest Mega Man weapon, which is the Mega Ball, and we're gonna get it right now. Light is gonna give it to us. Gonna give the Mega Ball to us, and as you can see, I can do something that is called the Mega Ball jump. And how does the Mega Ball jump work? And it's quite simple. While we are jumping, or when we are falling, we can actually drop a ball on our feet and jump. Because when the ball explodes, we actually get a little, like a little bit of a boost. So we basically get an extra jump. So most of the time we're gonna be using that to skip vertical sections, because this game has a lot of them. So right now I'm gonna set up for a quick kill here. I'm gonna kick this guy here. Okay, there we go. That was it took me a little bit, but still better than actually failing it. So that was the first boss. And now we have I am actually playing this game in English for the reason that it's just like it's funny. The English voice acting in this game it's not the best voice acting that we get from a game, and that's the best part, really. It's just for the memes, actually. But yeah, it doesn't really matter which language you play on, if you play Japanese or English, because the texts, they're gonna scroll basically the same. So at the end of the day, if you're playing Japanese or English, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. It's mostly runner preference. I prefer running this game in Japanese because of the voices, but you can play whichever language you feel good about. So here I'm gonna do a little bit of a turnaround there, just to be able to manipulate some of the enemy behaviors there. And right now we don't really have any weapons. We only have Mega Ball and Buster. So that's what we're gonna be using for the most part on this stage. So here I'm gonna swap back to Buster, because in this game there's actually 2 buttons that you can use to shoot. And you can literally just slide your thumb in the bottom and mash. So it's like mashing in this game is way much easier just because of that. Also, this section right here is a little bit scary. Thankfully, I didn't die, so I'm really happy about it. I really don't know how to do that section like as intended, or even like safer. So I'm glad I didn't die. That's just what I hope to not happen in that section. So now I have the first mini boss. This mini boss has a little bit of RNG. He can actually dive inside the trash, and if he does that, it's instant time loss basically. So we don't want that to happen. We got 1, so it's okay. It's not the most optimal, but it's better than like having 4 or 5. So it's all good. So after beating that boss, we get a very important item for horizontal movement, which is Rush Bike. We now have Rush Bike, which honestly, this is my favorite rush upgrade. Not gonna lie, and it's actually sad that we only have rush bike in Mega Man 8, really. But okay, well, okay, that was a weird lag spike. Oh my god. Okay, something is happening. Okay, it's fine now, I think. So I like rush bike a lot. It's my favorite thing, and it's kind of what made me run this game. But not really, actually. The thing that actually made me want to run this game is the vertical movement that you can do with the Mega Balls. Anyway, personal experience aside, we now have a boss, and this is Grenade Man. And Grenade Man can do two things. He can either jump and throw grenades, or he can throw the grenades while he's standing. And if he stands, it's actually the best pattern, because we can literally just do a lot of shots on his face. Okay, really good so far. There we go. That was a perfect fight, actually. Not that perfect, but it was like for average, really. I mean, it was close. But let's talk about Mega Man 8 Buster. So Mega Man 8 has one of the most powerful busters in the franchise, I think, at least in the classic, because the level 2 charge deals 2 damage and level 3 deals 2. So essentially it's like the best. It's just the best, the best buster ever. So it's definitely useful. Also, shoutouts to Mega Man 8 Buster Only, by the way, which is a category. Buster Only is kind of interesting on its own. So anyway, now we have an auto-scroller. This is actually something that this game is kind of known for, having a lot of auto-scrollers. So let's just use that to talk about the version that I'm playing on, which is the Mega Man Legacy Collection 2. So one of the main differences in this version is because one of the main differences in this version is the fact that we can essentially just change a lot of stuff. There's also extra armor that we can enable in the game options, which is not actually allowed on a speedrun. And I think for speedrun wise, the main thing in this version is the loading times. The loading times in the Legacy Collection version are slightly faster, but not by much. Also, the dialogues in this game, you cannot just turbo them. Like, the dialogues are a little bit slower than they used to be. So also, what's another difference? Oh, the boss's voice acting in English actually got changed. So the boss's voices are no longer high-pitched, I think. But yeah, I'm trying to think about more useful things to talk in this auto-scroller. But yeah, we're almost done. Also, if you all might be curious about whether this is the PS1 or the Saturn version, this is actually PS1. This is the PS1 version of the game. Unfortunately, that is actually kind of sad that the Saturn version of the game is just like unplayable unless you have a Saturn. So yeah, that definitely is something that I wish you could do in this version, that you could actually swap versions on the fly. But perhaps the PS1 version was just more popular in general, so that's why they went for it. Anyway, we had another vertical section here. I'm gonna do a big jump here. Normally, you can actually do a tiny gap jump to go over that gap, but it's actually risky and only saves just a couple frames, so it's not that worth it. But yeah, this is essentially the PS1 version. That's like the most important thing. I have more jump, slide. Gotta love this section. By the way, this is actually the section that I actually got stuck when I was a kid for some reason. So it kind of feels a little bit satisfying to be able to make through the section without actually dying and game overing. Anyway, we now have one of the hardest bosses in Megaman 8. We have Frostman. And Frostman is a very tricky boss. I'm gonna have to be extra careful here. I'm gonna have to pay a lot of attention to his boss patterns to make sure that I don't take damage, because he's like super hard. There we go. Yeah, very hard fight. You see, it's not an easy fight. But yeah, we now finished Frostman, and now we got Frost Wave, which not Frost Wave, Ice Wave, which is a very strong weapon on its own, because it's literally like it's like a sweeper. Like, we throw it on the floor, and it's gonna fling all of the enemies on the way. Like, it's the best weapon. It's the most useful weapon in the game to clean up areas with a lot of enemies. So we're gonna use that a lot here. I'm gonna do some tiny Mega Ball jumps there. Gonna jump over those things here. So now coming up, we have Bubble Skip. Okay, got it. Gonna clean this area here with Ice Wave. And there we go. That was pretty clean, actually. So that section you can actually die if you miss a Mega Ball jump or something. So really good so far. So yeah, it just serves to show how strong the Mega Ball jumps are. Mega Ball is absolutely the best way to move in this game. So it's super useful. So now we have another auto scroller, and the thing that I like to do in this auto scroller, I like to get some friends. Yeah, like, because why not? Let's make some friends. We only have Eddie right now. Let's hope we can get more friends here. Okay, we got Beat. Beat is actually really nice. I'm gonna talk about him later, because we definitely need him later on. Okay, there we go. So let's talk about Beat. So Beat, he actually ignores bosses. He ignored the boss's iframes. And the upcoming mini boss has a lot of iframes. So it's pretty convenient. Although Beat only deals like 1 damage, I think, he's still super useful. Hope we can get him. Beat. Come on. Oh my god. Okay, that's no good. Let's see. I have 1 more chance. I have actually 2 more chances. Let's see. Let's see. One more. Oh, let's go. Let's go. We have Beat. Wonderful. And I'm gonna get some of my health and some of my weapon energy back here in a moment. And hope for some drops, just to be more safe. And now I'm gonna hold down the charge button, and I'm gonna basically tank the boss. There you go. That was the boss. Pretty easy. Gonna get a boat here. Also, let's talk about the boats. I'm collecting a lot of boats throughout the run, and the reason that I'm doing that is because they're actually important for us to get an upgrade later on. So we're gonna get Hyper Slider with all those boats. Okay, I'm gonna be careful here to not die. Gonna get this just so I can have some extra Mega Ball. So coming up next, we have Tenguman. Tenguman is a vertical boss that is weak to horizontal weapons. So the way that we can actually fix that is by actually Mega Ball jumping and doing this. Okay. Oh, that was a... Oh my, that was a perfect fight. Yeah, I wish all my PvP attempts had a fight like that. Oh my god. Really good fight. So now we finished 3 bosses. We're gonna go to the last one. So we're gonna talk about that later, actually. That might not be the best time. Let's go to Clownman. And Clownman is also one of my favorite boss levels in this game. I love this level so much because there's so many... It's just like there's so many toys. There's so... It's funny. I love this level. I don't know. I just like this level. No, not really a specific reason. I just love it. But yeah, we're gonna go rush bike here because there is a big horizontal section coming up. So this is gonna be really useful. So in this section here, there is the train cycles. So I want to make sure that I do a good job here. I'm not taking damage. Okay, I'm gonna get a bad cycle now. Or maybe. Okay, that's not too bad. Could have been worse. And I'm gonna damage boost in this guy here. So I can actually have a little bit of time to drop my Ice Wave. And so now we have another boss, another mini boss. This boss is the giant, the lion cookie, basically. And I just recently figured that this boss actually looks like a cookie. So not necessarily recently, but you know, kinda. But yeah, he's weak to Mega Ball. Not necessarily weak, but he takes 3 damage from it, so it's very useful.
Ready.
So now we're on the second section. Gonna take some damage here. So we are now climbing this section here, a very long section with an elevator. Although we don't really need elevators, right? Because we have Mega Ball, but you know, unfortunately the game wants us to do so. So now I'm gonna kill that guy there. So now I'm gonna combine both of my weapons. That's something that you can do in Megaman 8. You can actually combine weapons. Oh my god. Okay. That was not what I wanted to do, but it was a good backup regardless, so I'm happy with it.
You've got no chance.
So now I have Clownman, which is a quite interesting boss. And it can be a little bit annoying too, because he can actually Thunder Carnival multiple times. So I'm just gonna try to... What I'm trying to do is I am always trying to use the tornado while he's like going left and right. Because that way I don't like... Actually when he's falling, because it doesn't trigger his stagger animation. Because every boss, most of the bosses have like a stagger animation when you do damage to them, and Clownman is actually the slowest. So right into Duo. Duo is an interesting fight as well, and he has a short level. So we have this kind of like an intermission level right here. And those intermission levels can be quite interesting in some Mega Man games. Although here it's very short. There is, however, an upper path in this level that you can get some free boats. But since we are doing any percent, we don't really need more boats. Okay, that was a weird freeze. So now this boss here, he can actually become that big ball whenever he wants. So essentially, this boss fight is basically RNG. The game RNG basically decides whether the boss is going to just go, like, if the boss just gonna bounce on every single wall, or if he's just gonna do it one time, or he's never gonna do it. That's pretty much RNG, unfortunately. We cannot manipulate that. So now I'm gonna mash through some dialogue here. Proto Man is saving us. Not actually, he's like saving Duo. I don't know, like we were fighting and he was like, no, don't fight. And we were like, okay, we're not gonna fight. I don't know. I don't know the plot of this game, but I think it's something around those lines. Okay, I just bought my item. I got Hyper Dash. Not Hyper Dash, Hyper Slider. It's gonna be super useful. Then I have Astro Man. And he is Astro Man, indeed. Astro Man has a little bit of a shy voice in both languages, which is kinda neat. So now this level can be a little bit tricky. I'm gonna be careful to not die here. Oh. Yeah, I absolutely did it. Oh, it's fine though. We have like 5 lives, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, it's okay. It's totally fine. So now I have the hardest labyrinth in the game. And if you don't know the way here, this labyrinth can be a really, like, a big pain. But if you know what you're doing, you can literally skip the entire maze by just doing it in reverse, which is kind of neat. So more auto-scroller action. Just gotta not die. Ah, well, this is Mega Man 8. Lots of auto-scrollers, but yeah, it is what it is. Let's just play the game. You can actually die in these things if you, like... I'm just getting a little bit bored here, but... yeah, sometimes you can actually die if you get too bored and don't pay attention to what you're doing. So... anyway... we're now back to actually playing the game. So... I'm gonna try to go for a risky strat here. Let's hope I can get it. Okay. Alright, looking good so far. Alright, well, okay, that was great. Oh, yeah, that ball was kind of sad, but it happens. Gonna throw some ice here. Oh, I was meant to do a damage boost in that guy, but it's okay. I'm gonna use more ice here just for the cleanup. Ice is very good to clean up the floor in those areas. I mean, ice is water, right? So it should be really good for cleanup. So now we have Astro Man.
How did you find me? I feel so embarrassed.
I feel so bad. So now this boss fight here can be a little bit annoying because sometimes he just decides to like do Astro Crush on your face, and if he does that, there's not much that you can do about it. Just gotta deal with it. Oh my god, that's way too many Astro Crushes. Okay, not too bad. Like, it happens. We had a death, but we're still going forward. We're still. I think I'm still doing good with this run. I'm still very happy about it. And we're now going through basically weakness orders in the game, and there isn't much really. Like about the routing here. We just beat a boss with his soft weakness. Actually, Astro Man is weak to his... He's weak to Homing Missile. And not Homing Missile, with Surge Missile, but... The thing is, you can actually do a lot of damage to him with just the thingy, the grenade bomb. Just gonna clean up a little bit here. Also, if you're playing on Saturn, there's actually more enemies in this level, which is kind of neat. I got some of my energy back here because I'm gonna actually try to use all the weapons in this guy. And so this boss actually takes free damage from literally everything. Okay, oh, that was very close actually. I almost died, but that was an okay fight. So this boss has a random chance of just going inside the waterfall for no reason. So if he does that, it's actually time loss. There isn't anything that we can do about it. So here I'm gonna... Oh, I was meant to do a Mega Ball, but... It's okay. I'm gonna get the safety health drop. So it's not a big deal. Oh. Okay. Gonna drop down here. Using my invincibility to actually dash past those enemies there. But yeah, that was not the most optimal way to do this level. By the way, Megaman can actually swim in this game, if you guys haven't noticed. I missed the opportunity to say that this is one of the few games that he can actually swim. Also, Aquaman decided to jump right into my face there. Yeah, I think I missed... Yeah, I mistimed the Astro Crush. That's why. Oh, it's fine though. But yeah, that was Aquaman. And now we have 2 more levels to go. We now got Water Balloon. Something very interesting about Water Balloon is that we can literally mash the water balloons as fast as we can. So it's basically like the Megaman, like the Mega Buster. We can literally mash as much, like as many water balloons as we can press the button, basically. So now we have Swordman. Swordman is a really interesting level because it's like a huge trial to see if you know how to properly use all the weapons that you got. And I really like the concept of this level. So we basically need to use all the weapons to get past this area. Okay, we got an extra life there. Really good. We're also getting a lot of drops. A lot of energy drops. Really good stuff so far. So now this is actually RNG. We have green, red, and yellow. Okay, green, red, and yellow. Okay, that's not too bad. I've seen worse. So now it's pretty much... There isn't any options that we can do here. We gotta use the ice wave. We gotta pass this area here. There we go. I also skipped a little bit of the animation there. So coming up, I'm gonna try to set up for a 2 cyclone in this guy. Let's hope I can get it. Okay, that was not what I wanted to do. Oh, maybe that would work. Oh, it didn't. I mean, that was not too bad. Like, what I wanted to do is kill that boss in 2 cycles. But I missed 1 water balloon, so I kind of missed the entire setup.
Ready.
So now I'm just gonna be careful to not die here. Okay, that was really good. So now I'm gonna try to go for a manipulation here. You can actually manipulate this boss if you stand behind his back. However, we cannot manipulate his first attack, so let's hope he doesn't do a bad pattern. Okay, good. Okay, that was really good. So what happens in this boss is that he can actually do an attack that he spins, and he becomes invulnerable for almost 8 seconds. So it's really bad. But if he doesn't do that right at the beginning of the fight, we can actually manipulate him to never do that. So now we got Flame Sword, which is a really interesting weapon because it's... I think it's only, like, the only melee weapon in this game. So, now we're gonna say goodbye to Rush Bike, by the way, to every Rush Bike lover out there. It's basically goodbye to Rush Bike, because this is the last time that we are seeing it. No more Rush Bike. Anyway, I'm gonna go down here. Oh, I tried to jump, but I was holding down. But yeah, now we're gonna do this section here. This is another horizontal section that we are going to play to basically Fling up using Ice Wave, because Ice Wave is that strong. So there's also a strat that you can do there that saves 2 seconds, that you don't use the... I forgot the name of it, the Thunderclaw, to go past that part. But okay. But it's actually it's way more risky than it looks. So I just never go for it. Even when I'm PB attempting, I just... Yeah, I lose 4 seconds, but I don't want to lose my run, basically. Now, grabbing those things apparently is very hard today. I don't know why. So now I have Searchman. Searchman can actually hide inside the bushes. And if he does that, it's gonna be time loss. Hopefully he doesn't. Ouch. Oh, okay, not bad. And that was Searchman. So now we got the homing sniper, which honestly I feel like it's the least used weapon in the run, because since we only get to beat Searchman as the final, like as the final robot master. I was almost saying Maverick there for a moment, but it seems that it always happens because I just been running a lot of Mega Man X. But anyway, since he's the last robot master that we beat, we don't get to use his weapon very often, so it's kind of sad. Because his weapon is actually really useful. Did you know that you could actually charge this thing? And it like literally like it increases the number of enemies that you can hit with when you charge it. Like very strong. So now I'm gonna try to focus a little bit in this section here so I don't die. Because I tend to lose focus sometimes in this section here, and that actually kills me all the time. Okay, good. We're good. Oh, we didn't get hit by that. Great. I'm gonna play safe here. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do an early hit in this guy. Let's see if I can do it. Oh, almost. So I have one of the most tricky bosses in this game, because this is literally like it's literally the game trying to force you to kick the boss. You cannot really kill this boss in any other way. So there's no other way around this guy. You either hit him with a Mega Ball or you just don't. Okay, one more hit. Okay, there we go. Also, another curiosity about this boss fight is that you can actually hold up to angle more curved Mega Balls, and that makes this boss fight way much easier. So now I have the final auto scroller of the game. Thankfully. Oh, okay, that final climb though. Anyways, in this part right here, you guys gonna be seeing me take a lot of damage at some point. The reason that we take a lot of damage here is because we want a damage boost. We want a damage boost to be able to skip a boss cutscene later on. So I want to take just enough damage. Just hope I don't get any drops. So I want to have a low health here because I am basically gonna die to some random enemies later on. So we can death warp. I just want to be a little bit careful here because this is actually kind of risky. Okay, that should be good enough. Okay, now I'm gonna die to this dragon as soon as he spawns. And by doing that, we actually skip almost 15 seconds of cutscene. Because there's a cutscene before you face the boss. That is basically the game just scrolling the screen and like going super fast. But the checkpoint is way before the cutscene. So if we die, we save like a lot of time basically. Okay, this pattern is actually okay. So the pattern that we want is the one that he opens the arms. Oh, okay. That was not good. I could have killed him if I didn't miss a hit on the first cycle, but it's okay. That was pretty average RNG. So yeah, this guy has the biggest RNG of the run. You can literally like lose almost 40 seconds to him by just him being bad. But that's how this game rolls. That's how it works sometimes. So now we are on the final platforming stage of the game. And this stage here is kind of tricky. I'm gonna try my best. So I'm gonna damage boost here. Okay, that was... I didn't kill him the wise way, but it's okay. There's a lot of different ways that you can do that section back there, the spike pad section. However, I find myself way more comfortable with just damage boosting, which is kind of like the buster only type of thread in that section, which is not really too slow, really. So I'm more comfortable with it. So now we have Bass. So Bass takes 1 damage from literally every weapon in the game. However, there is one weapon that deals 3 damage to him, which is the level 3 Buster. Actually, not deals like Not 3 damage, he deals 2. So essentially we want to hit him with normal weapons as much as we can, and we want to charge a level 3 charge whenever we have the option to. I'm gonna be careful with this section here. Really easy to die here. Okay, great. So now we have Green Devil. I think we saw way too many devils today, right, in the Wily Wars. But yeah, this is the Green Devil, and the Green Devil is way much easier than any of the devils in the series. We can to cycle him pretty easily. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna do a manipulation. I'm gonna stay very close to him, and he's gonna do this attack every time. It works 90% of the time, I think. I already had some instances that he didn't do that attack. There you go, that was 2 cycle for free, basically. So now we are heading to the refights, because of course every single Mega Man game needs to have refights, so this game is no different. And in Mega Man 8, the refights are actually kinda chill, I think, other than Swordman, which is gonna be the first boss that I'm gonna be tackling on, because of course he's the hardest boss and I want to have full health to fight against him, because I also want to manipulate him into not doing Flame Sword.
But I've got orders.
But yeah, he got orders. So yeah, no Flame Sword.
Flame Final strike. Flame
Okay, that was really good.
Nice shot.
Nice shot. So I have Aquaman. Aquaman, I'm just gonna stun lock him.
It's my turn. I'm Aquaman.
There you go. So for the most part, I don't think there's anything else I can add up to the refights. There is some, like this fight right here, there's a small difference. If we jump and slash this guy, we can literally, like, we can hit him as soon as possible. Like this.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Okay, that was way too many bushes. So yeah, now we have one of the most hilarious boss fights in this game. We have Astro Man being stun locked to death, basically. So let's see if he gives us a good RNG. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Okay, yeah, I kind of missed the the window there. So now we're gonna go to Grenade Man. Again, most of the bosses, we're gonna fight them with their weaknesses, so it's gonna be way much easier. Oh, jump. Oh, I forgot to jump. That's no good. So now I have Clown Man. Clown Man is basically gonna be the same. You want to hit him as soon as possible. We're gonna use some tornado holds, and you're gonna pray that he doesn't do Thunder Carnival. There you go.
See you in my dreams.
So now we have Tengu Man. Also, another difference from Tengu Man is that you can
Kid, you're almost not
you can
worth the
just
effort.
hit him as soon as possible with the Ice Wave. Oh, okay.
Tornado hold.
So the problem about this boss fight is that it's not easy to hit him at all, because there's way too many weapons on the way. So sometimes I just struggle to do this boss fight optimally.
Regretful.
It's regretful. So now we're heading to the final main boss of the bunch.
I'll crush you. I'll make a popsicle of you.
So we're gonna hit him with the Buster. Gonna throw some grenades on him. And that's about it. Really easy fight. So now we're going to Dr. Wily, the final boss. Who would have guessed that Dr. Wily is the final boss? So I have Wily Machine 8. And Wily Machine 8, we have this big cannon that is gonna insta-kill us. However, Duo comes here to save the day, but he gets too tired and he can no longer fight. So Proto Man comes out of nowhere and saves him. So now we are gonna be fighting Wily Machine. His weakness is Water Balloon and Flame Sword. However, if we can actually use Astral Crush, because it also deals a lot of damage. Okay, I took a damage there, but it's not a big deal. So now I have Wily Capsule. Probably the easiest capsule in the franchise, because it's like super predictable. And we can hit him with Mega Ball as well. Like, we can use the Mega Ball to get some free hits when he's in the air, so it's definitely a way more bearable fight than it actually is in the previous games. That's for sure. We're just gonna concentrate a little bit. Just a couple more hits to go. And we should be okay. One more hit. And time. And that was it. That was Megaman 8. That was a very interesting run. So yeah, that was Mega Man 8. I have like I don't know what else to say. That was an okay run. I had a couple of deaths here and there, but it happens. Marathon luck, and also this game can be a little bit punishing if you if you mess up a little bit sometimes. So it is what it is. But we got underestimate, and yeah, my PB actually. Someone did ask that. My PB is actually 51.55. It's not on the leaderboard, I think, but it's on my split, so I'll trust my split. But yeah, I hope everyone is having a good time. Keep in mind that we gotta have more Mega Man. So if you guys want to see more Mega Man, more jump and shoot action of our cute blue Mega Boy, we're gonna have more. We're gonna have Mega Man 9, and that's pretty much it for me. I hope everyone enjoyed, and bye bye.